If you're listening to this, the chances are you're passionate about the user experience, but maybe UX isn't in your job title. Perhaps you're a marketer, a project manager, a developer, copywriter, or a business analyst who cares deeply about making your products better for users. Or it might be that you're a UX designer or a researcher feeling stuck, constantly frustrated, trying to advocate for user experience in your organization. The reality is that organizations exist at different levels of UX maturity. Some don't value UX at all, others merely pay lip service to it, and many have good intentions but lack a clear strategic direction. Regardless of your exact title or your background, what unites us all is our shared goal of seeing UX truly valued and elevated in our organizations. I've met countless individuals with diverse roles who desperately want to push UX forward, yet feel like they're swimming against the current. If that sounds familiar, then you're not alone. Let's be honest. UX leadership and strategy isn't going to be for everyone. Many UX designers feel pressured to transition into leadership roles simply to advance their career, only to find themselves bogged down in endless meetings and organizational politics and getting little or no time to spend doing actual design. The truth is, UX leadership isn't about spending more time in Figma or doing user testing sessions. It's about navigating internal politics, setting strategic directions and managing upwards. It demands patience, perseverance, and the ability to influence and collaborate across departments. It's very much a marathon and not a sprint. And that's not everyone's cup of tea, and that's perfectly fine. There are plenty of alternative paths for growth in UX, whether it's specializing in fintech UX or conversational UX or some kind of hybrid role between UX and design ops, or even diving deeper into product-focused UX. But let's say that you feel drawn to leadership. Why step up to this challenging yet rewarding role? Firstly, you'll gain wider reaching influence, shaping not just individual designs, but the entire organization's approach to the user experience. This broad impact can be deeply fulfilling, especially if you're driven by a genuine passion for user-centered design. Second, stepping into UX leadership future-proofs your career in an era that's increasingly influenced by AI. While tactical design might eventually be automated, strategic leadership and decision-making roles will remain secure for years to come. If you run an agency or work as a freelancer, you might be wondering how UX leadership applies to you. Whether you're focused on UI design, web development, or other services, there is a valuable opportunity to evolve into a more strategic advisory role with your clients. By positioning yourself as a UX leader and strategic consultant, you can command higher rates and break free from the typical constraints of project-based work. Instead of simply executing the client's request, you can help shape their organization's approach to user experience at a fundamental level. This transition isn't easy. It requires building new relationships, developing different skills, and potentially stepping away from hands-on work that you love. But if you're willing to make the journey, it can transform your business. I know this firsthand, as it's the foundation upon which my own consultancy is built. Look, there are a lot of misunderstandings about what UX leadership truly entails, so let's bust a few myths. Myth number one, it's all about the user. Many assume that UX leaders' role exists primarily to champion user needs. And while advocating for users is essential, your primary goal as a UX leader is to drive business value through improved user experience. If it was only about the user, you'd simply give away your products for free. And that would be great for the user, but not so great for the business. UX leadership connects users' needs to clear business outcomes, like increasing lifetime value, customer retention, and higher average order values. Myth number two is that UX leadership is mostly team management. And although managing your team matters, your core role is to actually manage upwards, setting strategic direction, influencing stakeholders, and advocating for user-centered change at an organizational level. Your focus should be strategic, not purely operational. Myth number three is that you need a fancy title, and that's just untrue. You don't need an official title of UX leader or head of design to lead effectively. Whether you're a developer, marketer, business analyst, or if you're just advocating for UX best practice, it's all about influencing change and shaping how the organization thinks about users. So if you're doing any of that, you're already acting as a UX leader. So what exactly does it mean to be a UX leader? In my experience, it's about 5 key things: advocating for the user, keeping user needs at the forefront. But there's also strategic facilitation, guiding and shaping UX vision across the organization. Third, there's acting as a change agent, influencing and shifting organizational culture to prioritize UX. Then there's cross-functional collaboration, working effectively with different teams, breaking down those silos, that kind of thing. And finally, there's decision-making based on user data, making informed strategic choices driven by robust user research. In my opinion, this is the essence of UX leadership, no matter what your current title or role is. So in the next episode, we're going to redefine your role from what you're currently doing towards what you need to be doing to truly lead UX in your organization. Until then, consider where you fit on the spectrum. Are you ready and willing to embrace the challenge of this exciting journey? Because if you are, your organization and its users will thank you for stepping up.